And I want to really highlight a fantastic piece of citizen journalism here. This is from a website called Citizen Journalists. Doing the job corporate media or corporate journalists don't is how they tag themselves. And the headline here is confirmed there wasn't a whole ward of COVID children as claimed by Laura Duffell of King's College Hospital. So what was this about? Well, the BBC had interviewed this lady, Laura Duffell, on the 1st of January 2021. And she had said, she was speaking to Adrian Childs on Radio 5 Live, and she said it was minimally affecting children in the first wave, but we now have a whole ward of children here. This was her claim.
And of course, Adrian Childs, being the great journalist it is, he did question her, right? He pushed back on that claim, right?
No, which is why citizen journalism have done exactly that, and they've done the work. And so here's the result. So here's citizen journalists, and on the 1st of January, the writer emailed the hospital and asked them the following: could you tell me how many children are currently being treated for SARS-CoV-2 in your hospital? By children, I'm referring to those under the age of 18. If I could also have a breakdown of that number into age brackets too. And they responded on the 24th of January, and they said the below figures are accurate as at the 12th of the 1st, 2021, and in alignment with our daily statutory submission to NHSI. And as you can see, that they had 2 children between the ages of 0 and 5, and 4 children between the ages of 6 and 17. So that's 6 children in total in the hospital. Now, the
must be a very small ward, Mike.
Well, this is a good point, but this is what the author has, the point that they were making, because they wanted to know were these 6 children on the same ward, because they wanted to know what size the ward was. They were quite happy to consider the possibility that the children's ward may have only had 6 beds. So the fact that there were only 6 children may well have meant that the statement made by the nurse was absolutely correct.
Technically correct.
But the trust replied 3 of the patients were on the same ward, the other 3 were all on different wards. So that confirmed that the statement was incorrect. So the author went back and said, Laura Duffell, who is a matron at King's College Hospital, said on BBC on the 1st of the 1st, 21, that there was a whole ward of children with COVID-19 at the hospital. Can you confirm if this claim is true? And if so, how many children exactly were on the ward that would make it full? And the response came back: to manage predicted demand generated by the second wave of COVID-19, the Trust converted one 12-bed paediatric ward to a COVID-19 only ward. On the 2nd of January 2021, there were 2 children at the Trust who were on this ward.
Wow.
So I have to say, well done to Citizen Journalists website and the person who wrote this article, because this is what we need to see much more of, challenging statements that are being made unchallenged on the BBC or in any other old media organisation.